Hi guys, what is up? It's Olivia and welcome back to my channel. Today is an exciting video because I'm going to be sharing with you guys what I think are some concert must-haves. As you guys know, concerts are something I really enjoy, and throughout my experiences I know some good things to bring, some bad things to bring, and I'm just going to be sharing with you guys some tips and tricks. So we're just gonna get started. Before I get into any of this, I just want to say all venues are different, so please make sure you check your concert venue's website to see what their list of things are that you can and cannot bring into the venue with you. Don't just go by my advice. Make sure you check the venue's website, because that would be super tragic if you bring something and you have to ditch it, and most of the time venues don't hold anything for you. You just have to drop it right outside the door, so check your venue's website. I'm gonna be upfront and honest and just tell you right now that I think the best thing to bring to the venue is nothing, just yourself and your concert ticket, because then you don't have to worry about wasting time with security. You can get into the venue super fast. You don't have to worry about anybody stealing anything or you losing anything. But if you feel like you do have to bring something, the most minimal item I would recommend is a small lanyard or wristlet like this one. You can wear it around your neck and just forget about it, and it's hard for someone to steal because they'd have to like yank it off your neck, which would pretty much be impossible because it's fabric and it's really hard to break. So something like this would be my #1 recommendation for a show. Just throw some cash in here, a hair tie, some chapstick, and you're good to go. But if you want to pack a little bit more, I have two kind of backpack recommendations. The first thing is this small backpack here. This is from Forever 21 in case you're wondering, but I bring this to some of my shows. It's nice because it's a little bit more on the fashionable side. Most venues will allow small bags like this, but once again, please check your venue's website. If they don't allow bags like this, most of them will allow these like drawstring bags, and these are super easy to find. You can even find them at thrift stores. Most venues will allow this, but check your venue's website. I cannot stress that enough. So these are two options in terms of backpacks, because you can just put them on your back and forget about them, but they are a little bit more of an easy access for the people around you, so just be cautious of that. So lastly, and my personal favorite, is a fanny pack. I'm so excited that these are coming back into style and are like a new old trend, if that makes sense. I actually got this one at a thrift store. It's black leather. It's nice because you just put it around your waist and forget about it, and once again, it's hard for people to get into, and it's always like right at your side and close to you. So yeah. Now moving on to the actual items that I recommend you bring. I'm gonna start with this like front part of the fanny pack, which like opens like this. So the first thing obviously is some sort of money. I recommend cash, because if you lose your card or something at a concert, that is just gonna be miserable because you'll have to worry about like canceling it and all that stuff. So just bring some cash with you, and don't bring anything excessive. Just bring what you think you're gonna need, enough for a piece of merch and maybe some food if you want it, but cash is just my #1 recommendation when it comes to money. Also, make sure you bring some gum, because I don't know, I am always super self-conscious about my breath smelling bad and you're around a bunch of new people and random strangers that you don't really know. So gum is definitely something I would recommend, as well as chapstick. This is my favorite kind of chapstick. Fun fact, it's the Aquafina brand chapstick. Chapstick is nice because my lips always get chapped, and especially if you're at an outside show in the heat and stuff, chapstick is definitely a good thing to have because it protects your lips and it moisturizes them, and I can't stand when my lips are chapped, so yes. This fanny pack has two little zippers on the sides, and in one of them I keep this little pouch right here that is actually full of medicine. So I recommend bringing like an ibuprofen or an Aleve or something like that. This is super important. You never know when you're gonna need it or when someone else is gonna need it. I have had several instances where my friends were starting to get headaches before the gigs even started, and this has saved all of our lives many times. So medicine is something you don't really always think about, but it's definitely a good thing to have. In the main compartment of my fanny pack is where I keep the majority of my stuff. The first thing I have in here is deodorant. You only need a travel size. I didn't have one on hand right now, that's why I have a full size in here. But deodorant is definitely a must, especially if you're at an outside show in the summertime, then this is a good thing to have. I have a face powder in here. This is my favorite to bring with me on the go. It's the Maybelline Fit Me. I like this one because there is your powder, obviously, and then when you lift it up, there's a mirror right here as well as a little sponge to apply it. Everything just fits perfectly in here, and it's great for touch-ups and stuff like that, especially if you have super oily skin like I do and you're taking pictures and stuff like that while you're waiting in line, then this is definitely a must. This next one is kind of a little extra, but for some reason I've been in several cases where my friends or somebody around me has been asking for mascara. I've learned to just bring a mascara with me just in case. Waterproof, of course, because a lot of the time you're probably going to be crying when your faves are on stage, so just bring this, you never know, and yeah. Also, if you're wearing lipstick, bring the lipstick shade that you're wearing to touch it up, and that's pretty self-explanatory. You know what I'm talking about when it gets all like cakey or like crusty and you need to fix it, or after you eat or drink something. A hair tie. This is an absolute must. Even bring like a whole pack of them, because everyone around you, I guarantee, is going to be asking, do you have an extra hair tie? Do you have an extra hair tie? Just literally grab a handful of hair ties or go to the store and buy a new pack and throw it in your bag. You will not regret it. Trust me, this is definitely worth it. Bring hair ties upon hair ties upon hair ties. I would also recommend bringing a Sharpie, because you never know what can happen at a show and you can end up meeting your fave and wanting them to sign something, and you might need a Sharpie. So I would recommend bringing both a black and a silver Sharpie, because those are just like the two basic ones that always look good on like merch and stuff. So a Sharpie, yes, bring the Sharpie. This one is pretty self-explanatory, and that is any kind of portable charger, whether it is a portable charger like this one where you plug your cable into it. This is a Polaroid portable charger, or my favorite, a charging phone case. This is a Mophie one, but you can also get a lot cheaper versions of the Mophies on Amazon for half of the price. Either one of the two will work, and if you have more than one, bring more than one, just in case. You never know what's going to happen, so it's better to be prepared. Pair of sunglasses, especially for an outdoor gig or a festival or something like that, are always good to have, and I forget these all the time when I go to concerts, and I regret it so much, especially when the sun is starting to set and it's like beating down right in your eyes and you're trying to look on stage and you can't see anything because you're blinded by the sun. So make sure you have some sunglasses. These are definitely important, a lot more important than you think they would be. So yeah, these ones are from Forever 21, in case you're wondering. The last thing is for when you're waiting in line in particular, and I would recommend bringing a deck of cards, because you can play so many games with a deck of cards. You can play with a bunch of people, so everyone in line around you can join in. It's a good way to pass the time, and like I said, there's unlimited options. I just have a pack of Uno cards here. They're like translucent and cool looking, but a regular deck of cards will work fine. So those are all of my concert must-haves I have to share right now. If you guys want a part 2 of this video that relates more to what I like to bring when I'm camping out through the night for a show and things like that, let me know by leaving a comment down below, because I will be glad to film that for you guys. I get a lot of questions relating to what to bring when you're camping out, so yeah. If you like this video, let me know by giving it a big thumbs up. Also, if you're not already and you would like to, be sure to hit that subscribe button down below. I post new videos every single week. Until my next video, I will see you guys later. Bye guys.